Hello, I'm Gordon Lang, editor of CameraLabs.com, and I'd like to give you a brief video tour around the Panasonic Lumix DMC LX2. Here it is, the new LX2, successor to the LX1, which was the first digital camera with a genuine widescreen sensor. Now the LX2 shares quite a lot of aspects with its predecessor, same shaped body, same 4x optical zoom, same degree of fantastic manual control up here as well. Now with this compact you can adjust the shutter speed, the aperture, adjust manual focus. It's great if you're the kind of enthusiast who wants that level of control and doesn't want to compromise just because you bought a small camera. It does of course also have some fantastic automatic modes if you want the easy life. Now you only have to turn this camera around to see the first big difference between it and its predecessor. Where the LX1 may have had a widescreen sensor, it had a conventional squarish shaped display. Turn around the LX2 however and you'll see it's got a glorious widescreen display. That's genuine 16:9, the same shape as a widescreen TV. And it's fantastic if you're into shooting landscapes, great big panoramic vistas. You can also have quite a lot of fun in portrait mode as well. If I turn the camera around here, you can see you can take some full-length shots. It's a bit of fun. Now, you can also adjust the aspect ratio. If you don't want to always shoot in 16:9, you can adjust it to 3:2 or 4:3. Although if you're anything like us, you'll shoot almost all the time in 16:9 and only use this switch to show off to your friends later on. Here you can go, hey look, my screen looks just like yours, or does it? It's not just about a widescreen display though. The LX2 also features high resolution, a jump to 10 megapixels. It also features high sensitivity, a jump to 1600 ISO. To see how those work out in practice, check out our review online at CameraLabs.com. In the meantime, let's see how the camera performs outside. Okay, so here we are outside with the LX2, and I'm going to switch it on now to see how long it takes to power up. As you can see, just over a second, which isn't bad for a compact which needs to extend its lens. Now as you can see, I've got it configured to show a 4:3 conventional squarish output on the screen. This is what you get from most compacts, but the special thing about the LX2 is that we can widen it to 3:2, that's the shape of most digital SLRs, or all the way to 16:9. Now that's the same shape as a widescreen TV and it's fantastic for landscape shots like this. One of the other neat things that we like about this camera is that you can overlay various graphics on the screen by pressing the display button here. If I press it once, you get a wide variety of shooting information running along the top of the screen. Press it a second time, you get a live histogram on the right. This is really handy for judging exposures when perhaps the sun's really bright and you can't see the screen properly. Press it a third time and you get a grid overlaid on the screen. This is brilliant for people like myself who sometimes get the horizon line slightly skewed. As you can see, it's very easy to get things lined up now. So let's switch that off. One of the other neat things about this camera is this joystick here. If I push it down while taking a picture, it pops up a context sensitive menu, again running along the top of the screen. It's a bit like a drop down menu that you get in Windows. Now as you can see, I can adjust the white balance, auto, daylight, cloudy. Nip over there to the ISO mode, maybe up that to 400 ISO, perhaps drop the quality to 8 megapixels, and maybe adjust the compression. That's fantastic to be able to have direct access to all of these things without delving into menus. So, we'll just set that. Now let's have a look at the zoom. It's currently zoomed all the way out, and if I zoom it in, this is what we get at 4x. Now it went up to 4.4x there because I reduced the resolution to 8 megapixels, and it actually acts as a kind of digital zoom without losing quality in that mode, so that's quite handy. Another thing we really like is the manual focus option. If I switch this on using a switch at the side of the lens, you can see a scale appear on the right side of the screen here. Now if I move the joystick up and down, you can see a yellow bar move up and down. Now this actually represents the depth of field that you're going to get at any given aperture. It's a really handy feature. You can also see how the centre of the screen enlarges momentarily to give us a better idea. Now of course it's not the same as focusing a digital SLR, but you know, it's still quite handy for a compact. As you'll no doubt have gathered by now, we really enjoyed the widescreen capabilities of the LX2. It really is a world apart shooting with this camera compared to the standard squarish pictures you'll get from a normal compact, or even the slightly wider pictures you get from a digital SLR. If you're into shooting landscapes, it's really quite inspirational and great fun to shoot with the 16:9 aspect. The widescreen movie mode is also good fun, and there's even an HD option that records high resolution videos, albeit at a slightly slower 15 frames per second. It's not all good news though. The increase in resolution to 10 megapixels is not a significant one in practice, and the increase in ISO to 1600, while welcome, results in some quite high noise levels. Now Panasonic combats this by using quite high levels of noise reduction. This in turn can smear out the ultimate detail. You can see for yourself the effect of this on the review at CameraLabs.com. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes shooting at high sensitivities and also likes zooming into 100% on their computer screen or making large prints, then this probably won't be the camera for you. If, however, you're the kind of person who mostly shoots at 100 or 200 ISO, and that's perfectly possible with the LX2 because its optical image stabilization means that you can hold the camera steady, enjoy steady results, even when the conditions get dim and you're having to shoot at slower shutter speeds. So if that sounds like the kind of photography that you do, the LX2 is certainly worth considering, especially also for its great degree of manual control, which is fantastic if you're an enthusiast. Now you're looking at spending about $450 for this in the US, or about £300 in the UK. If you think you're ready for 16:9 recording, it's well worth checking out. To see the full results for the LX2 and see how it fares against other products, please visit www.cameralabs.com.